Dear judges of the International Court of Justice, my name is Mikaeli. I'm from Inuit in Nunakput, Inuit Nunaat. You probably know it as Greenland. It's colonized by Denmark. I find it really strange that indigenous peoples are not part of the process of the work in the International Court of Justice. And I think it's time to recognize us as peoples and to include us in the work that you do. Climate change is affecting our country in a lot of different ways, and especially further north, like just last year in December at this time of the year. There was no ice in Greenland. It's dark most of the time at this time of the year, and they cannot go hunt out on the sea with the boat. It's very dangerous for them because it's dark, and usually people go dog sledding to catch or harvest their food, and it's not possible if the ice is not there. Parts of our culture is endangered. Just where I come from, I'm born in Inuit in Nunakput, and when I was a child, I remember that the ice should be blown up, so for the ships to be able to come in with goods that they come with from Europe, like food, etc. But with the ice retracting further and further and the ice getting thinner and thinner, we get more and more ships coming in our areas. Previously, it was not possible for ships to sail to our town all year round, but today it is. We're switching over to Western mechanics, just like boats, and go hunting with the snowmobile on the mountains instead of using the dog sled. A shift from the natural to the mechanics, using oil. Climate change is accelerating the erasure of my people because we're not able to practice our culture or practice hunting the way we used to be. In Denmark, only Inuit children are forcibly removed 7 to 10 times more than ethnic Danes or the general population. And removing our children from our peoples means that we will not be able to protect our environment in Greenland. It is a threat to Inuit and our culture and our way of life, because these people will once become adults, and if their culture is ripped away from them, they'll not be able to connect with our culture in the same way if they had been in our culture. So it's important that these children remain in our culture and not forcibly displaced somewhere else. I think it would be sensational if Denmark gave us a voice to speak, not on behalf of the state, but on behalf of ourselves. Dear judges, I think it's time for you to include indigenous peoples at the table. Inuit don't have a seat at the International Court of Justice. For us, in order to be respected as a people and in order to protect our environment better, Inuit must be recognized as a people. Dear judges, will you hear my call?